Greetings, Crusaders. It is I, Marshall Bohemond, and you're probably wondering, hey, why do you have the, air quotes, generic character model again? Well, okay, here's the reason. The reason is it's high time I got a VTuber model. I'm going to pull the trigger on that later this month, probably around the middle of the month. I have used this model at least twice throughout my streaming. It has origins in a fake cease and desist that I got in early 2024 that I thought was from Games Workshop. I, hashed together an AI-generated image on the fly to replace the Space Marine model. I found out the C&D was fake, went back to it. I had another brief foray with this during a time of peak frustration with Warhammer, or specifically Games Workshop as a company. I went back to the Space Marine model eventually, but I've decided this time that, well, essentially, if I'm going to drop a lot of money on a VTuber model, it's going to be something I know going into the future, with Games Workshop being as litigious as they are, that they're not going to sweep the rug out from under me by saying, oh, hey, you're a fan of our franchise, we can't accept that, so we're going to sue you. Yeah, I can't justify a large expense toward my streaming career when it's one that could be, just taken from me at any moment by a company that hates its own fan base. Now, I'd been mulling about this for a while, about switching back because of this, because of GW's litigiousness, but what's really spurred it is the thing I actually want to talk about. And that is the tabletop simulator Warhammer 40,000 community. You'll notice I'm not doing anything very fancy with this video. That's because I'm feeling a little somber and a little pissed off. The reason being that yesterday, on July 4th, 2025, the damn near 100,000 member strong Warhammer 40,000 tabletop simulator community was destroyed. It was taken down by Discord. It was taken down by Discord based on mass reporting over copyright infringement because it was a Warhammer 40,000 Discord where people could play the game, and also because the owner was a 3D printer. He sold 3D prints, and this was used as the justification to target him and the community and to destroy it. The motivation for this, however, was found in woke tourists who simply did not like the fact that the owner of the Discord was unabashedly right-wing. That's it. That was the motivation. And frankly, I'm actually livid with this. I'm actually quite furious. This was a community of almost 100,000 Warhammer 40,000 fans playing the game, free from Games Workshop's ridiculous pricing. They were breaking no rules, using game mods to play the game on Tabletop Simulator. Ultimately, that's what this is: a massive, thriving community bringing a genuine good to this fandom, was destroyed by a bunch of politically intoxicated creatures who just want to be like, who were just like, herd the chuds. So the entire server is now gone. And the people who did this have now erected their own server, claimed it to be the real one, and they're effectively pulling the Trench Crusade thing. They are banning everybody they don't like. They are effectively trying to destroy the, any and all presence of any real Warhammer fans in the tabletop simulator community. That is what they're doing. That is their goal. And I'm kind of at a breaking point, honestly, with the so-called Warhammer community, that we are at this point now where thriving sub-communities within it, their health and their existence doesn't matter as long as, politics are upheld. Left-wing politics, hell, even right-wing politics to a degree. These two sides just, when they aren't attacking each other, they're attacking their own. Like that's how simple it is. Like, you can see the discourse every day when they don't have someone to target. And in the left side's, in this case, desire for a target, they went after the Tabletop Simulator 40K community. That's really it. That's really all it is. I mean, I've had my disagreements with 3D printers. I think 3D printers can be like the vegans of, the tabletop community, because, they never shut up about the fact they 3D print. But I mean, that's annoying. But like, if that's the worst 3D printers are, then that's just perfectly fine with me. Okay. So going after the server for this is a degree of toxicity we genuinely have not seen in Warhammer 40,000 in the 26 years I've been a fan. Like, this is the equivalent of getting game store. This is like the equivalent of getting game stores where people gather to play shut down based on the politics of the owner. This is directly attacking where people can play, because you can't live without your political bullshit for 5 minutes. And the usual suspects on the so-called woke hammer side are involved. A woman who's also known as the Clout Goblin was behind this. As you do, that's just how these people roll. My own community is rather insular. My mods keep an eye out for people like her. She is banned on site if she tries to get into my community, as are any of the people involved. So my community's going nowhere. But it's more the point that the Warhammer community is a problem. It is a problem. Not the fandom. Not the fandom. The community. As fostered by Games Workshop, as upheld on social media, on, well, more blue sky these days than Twitter, because anyone who identifies as part of the Warhammer community was mostly leftist and jumped ship to the PDF file fucking butterfly site, like calling you out, arbitrator Ian. But no, this is a problem now that is because it has reached levels that are unacceptable. And frankly, I, as a content creator, not only can I not risk Games Workshop coming after me, I can't risk these psychopaths deciding to weaponize GW's lawfare against me. So from now on, for the sake of protecting my channel, protecting my streams, protecting my videos, I will no longer be able to front Warhammer. That is just how it's going to be. I am still a fan of Warhammer. I still play Warhammer. I still enjoy Warhammer. But this is just the way things are. And frankly, this is not the fandom I got into 26 years ago, where everybody got along, everybody understood each other. The toxic elements were identified as such, and tossed aside as they should have been. Now, the lunatics run the asylum. The game of Warhammer among the Warhammer community, again, not the fandom, the community, is about sniping at each other over political bullshit. And frankly, I'm done with that. I'm done with that part of the community. I don't want to be part of it anymore. I'll call people out for being stupid about Warhammer, as I've done in the past. But like the Vouch video, the Bricky video, I'll be doing. Don't get me wrong. I'll be doing that, because my main adherence is a love of Warhammer and a love of the lore. I do not care who fucks up and gets it wrong deliberately. I will gladly make fun of them. I will continue to make videos about Warhammer. I will continue to play, the video games on stream, Space Marine 2, Darktide, etc. But I'm not going to associate with the, what is popularly the wider Warhammer community anymore, because I don't want to. I don't want to be part of that. There's no point in being part of that. I'll be part of the Warhammer fandom, where the real fans of this franchise lie. But yeah, that's the problem right now, and I have found the solution. Again, you'll be seeing me using this avatar from now on, going forward. I have already changed up the YouTube channel and Twitch, and my Ko-Fi page, all that stuff. I Oh, and the Twitter account, I've changed that up too. I'm gonna have to work toward getting proper emotes on the Twitch side of things, but there's a little more work to be done. But basically, everything has been changed over, and that's how it's going to be from now on. I will once again voice my disgust in the so-called Warhammer community for doing this to a place where people didn't go there for your politics. They went there to play Warhammer. You are pieces of shit. And you deserve to be called pieces of shit. And if the world was a better place, you would be ostracized from the fandom for good. That's really all I have to say. So yeah, this is Marshall Beaumont signing off. See you later today on stream. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.